should they require aid.
Well, that's obvious. They're fighting a war. I imagine like healing would be quite useful in a war. So let's just get straight to business, shall we?
Oh, of course. Of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I'm gonna trust this guy. I know I haven't trusted anyone so far, really. But I've gone down this route of questioning now, and it's either I ask him about that, or I think I'll be going now. So I imagine I was pointed towards this guy when I came here from the first NPC that I met. So clearly he does have some relevance to what's going on. So I'm gonna take a chance here and tell him, look, like, stab up.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manon?
You know something?
Well, perhaps.
Yeah.
But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Thought so. This is definitely a force persuade thing. Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, you know, it's still like, it's not a greed thing, but it's a laziness thing. If I was a just and right sort of person, though, I would certainly, you know, forego the force persuade, and because it might be some useful thing that might help the Republic. Since my goals are still reasonably selfish, I'm just going to force persuade him and hope for the best. You want to tell me?
Don't think you can manipulate me, Jedi. The Republic Diplomatic Corps has to deal with the Sith all the time, so we're very resistant to mental influence. Your only real choice is to help me so I can help you.
But maybe I... Oh, I was going to persuade him normally. Oops. Kind of screwed up there. And now he hates me. Alright, fine. What do you want me to do? I was thinking maybe I could press 2 and leave the conversation, go back into it, follow the same conversation tree, and then maybe try to persuade him the different way. But I'm going to suffer the consequences for my actions and actually do this quest thing. But I should have persuaded him normally there. That might have worked. Then again, it might have just been put there as a fallacy, and I have to do this regardless. What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
I'm not your errand. Where is it? What do you want me to do? Well, he's just told you what he wants you to do. He wants you to go and get the droid back that the Sith stole. But what's on it?
It's intelligence information about Sith activities on Manon, as well as some oceanographic reports on the local marine life.
I'm sure the Sith will be very interested in decrypting information so they could learn about what they're doing. Where is it?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
I would agree with you, except for the fact that you've got like half a dozen soldiers in this very place stood around doing nothing! Fair enough. How do I get in the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
That's a little bit too getting my hands dirty type thing. Oh. it's just a case of force persuading them, I would have no problem with that. But if it's actually, well, it says interrogating, not torturing. I doubt this is sort of an interactive torture simulation where you decide which of their fingers to break first. It will also be like, it's obviously the dark side. So I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna see if there's another way. Weigh my options up.
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Do another way.
The Sith have got the Cellcath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Probably do that one. That seems like the it's a stealthy way, isn't it? You know, I'm a sneak at the end of the day. Interrogating a prisoner is, like I say, it's a little bit getting my hands dirty type thing. Bit seedy, bit you know, distasteful for sure. To get the pass card, even though I'm a jack of all trades, I'm master of none, as you may well have noticed. So it's probably not going to work. Especially, you know, that's a sort of a repairing technical type thing, and I've just recently tried to fiddle with HK's insides and almost broke him several times, so I'm not too confident of my abilities with that, so I think I'll go and raid the landing bay, because I'm a sneaker and I'm sneaky and stuff. So that, yeah, we'll do that. That one.
You'll need luck for that one. Odds are they have some pretty strong guards in there, but it's also the way most likely to succeed. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Interesting. I may well have to leave my party behind for this one as well. Maybe. Just have this idea that I might have to. We're gonna have to like talk to that dude anyway that I was told to.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Thanks.
This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
I don't want to talk to you. What kind of holes? Big ones or small ones?
The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. The second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
I have a headache about what you just said. I'm going away. And there's this person there that we have to, well, we could interrogate. I'm actually looking to see if I can, oh, restricting access. Yeah, you probably like give him electric shocks or something and make him talk, and that's like effective but evil. That's the way I'm thinking about it. It's not really affecting my decision. My decision is based on the fact that it's just not what my character would want to do, you know. Visit his hotel. That works. Let's check out the hotel, guys. Get a room. Hi, Ignis.
Sorry, buddy, but the hotel is closed.
Oh.
Ever since the murder, the Cellcath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Cellcath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in.
Ooh, you know what? I smell a side quest. Have you seen a star map? Who are you?
Me?